Hey guys, this is Anastasia, another car session. I'm trying to get as many videos done as I can while I'm waiting for my kid. This video for the YouTube Pagan Challenge is about what is your favorite pagan artwork. That is insanely difficult. I can't begin to explain how difficult that question is. I struggle with artists, like, knowing their work. Like, there are people that can rattle off artist names. I know a couple of artists that I really love their work, and it does speak to me. David Booth and his wife, Beth Hanson Booth. Absolutely love them. David does a lot of photography. He does some drawing, which really is amazing as well. But Beth does these amazing paintings. I absolutely love them. Currently, I think she's doing kind of this abstract goddess series, and I wish I had some to show you. I need to actually buy some of her work. Because I know them in person in real life as well, so every time I go over to their house, I'm just like, oh, I want this, and I want this, and I want this, and I want it in my home. But I think it's one of those things where I can't say abstract art is what calls to me the most, because there's some very realistic art that also calls to me. I think it's just, and it's not like just primal art that calls to me or folky art that calls to me, because that's not right, because I love photography too. It's that unknowable quality to it. There are just some pieces that you look at and I think they connect to you in some way, whether it's a past life experience, whether it's the inner goddess or god, or just something that connects to that primal. Primal is apparently my key word for the day. But it connects to some primal energy within you. I do notice a lot of forest themes. I love anything that deals with the horned god. Or Cernunnos specifically, but Hern definitely connects. Pan. Things like, if I see Cernunnos, I'm happy. That's just what it is. But I also get very, very particular when it comes to pictures or sculptures, depictions, there's the word I'm looking for. When it comes to depictions about Cernunnos, I get very particular. There are certain things that I look at and go like, nope, not him. And it is. It's just, I think our deities come to us in different forms, however we resonate with them. So when we see art that is in the depiction that we resonate with, or we acknowledge or connect to, we're going to view that as, nope, that's him. And I've done that, especially with Cernunnos. I've seen pictures and paintings and sculptures, and I'm like, oh, that's him! And I get so excited. The statue that I have of Cernunnos, for example, on my altar, which I made a video on the other day, I saw it once at local shop in Minneapolis, Mega's Bookstore. Absolutely love it. Check it out. It's in Dinkytown. Kind of a pain to find parking, but once you do, you can spend hours in there. I love it. I got it there. I saw it there before Cernunnos came to me, and I remember being pulled to that statue. I even told my witchy sister, I'm like, oh my gosh, if I said I can't buy a god statue that I don't work with. I don't feel right doing that. I feel kind of weird juju about it. Some people don't have an issue with it. I don't know that I would necessarily have an issue with it now, just because if I love a piece of art, I want that piece of art. My mood has kind of evolved, or my attitude has kind of evolved on that. But at the time, I didn't feel right buying it. And then, of course, like a few weeks later, boom, Cernunnos called to me. And I'm like, crap, I should have bought that damn statue. And I should have, because couldn't find it again. I went to show after show after show, and there are Cernunnos statues up the wazoo. Could not find it. Then this past year, it was at Magus again, right around Beltane, and I nabbed that sucker, because that's a thing. So I love artwork of my patron, obviously. Hell, as well, I love seeing pictures of her. There are certain pictures of her that I look at and I go, nope, not. Again, you kind of get that feeling of, nope, that doesn't really resonate. And then you see ones where it's just like, oh, yes, that's her! And you get super excited. And I feel that way about just, I think, artwork in general. I think we all kind of have different ways of being, different tastes. For people that are gifted and can draw and sculpt and create this art, very jealous of you. So jealous of you. I want that gift like nobody's business. I don't have it. I am not an artist, unfortunately. Wish I was. Pretty Alice Moon is another one. Amazing artist. Love her. She does drawings and stuff, and I just dig her. But yeah, it's a hard thing to say what my favorite pagan artwork is, because I think it changes, it shifts, it alters. There are certain things that will forever be ingrained within me. Those are kind of probably the more primal images and more woodsy images, because in my mind that's where I've come from at some point in my life. And I think it beckons to me and speaks to me, and it connects to me. So if I see a picture of a goddess in the forest, I am there. If I see, a mermaid, I'll be like, oh, that's pretty, but it's not going to connect to me the same way that forest goddess does, if that makes sense. But yeah, some dependent on the piece. Some artwork I like is realistic. Some artwork I like is very abstract. Some artwork I like is very refined. Some is very primal. It really just, I think it depends on the intent, because I do see art as a form of spell, in a way. When you paint, anytime you create something, there is a form of intent. I truly believe this. And dependent on that intent, that's going to be what is going to resonate with you. I don't know. Random thoughts. I really struggled with this one because I'm not that versed. I'm not that knowledgeable. I know I like David. I know I like Beth. But other than that, I struggle. Helga Hedgewater. Helga Hedgewater? Oh no. See, Helga Hedgewitch? Helga Hedge something. Victoria Cummers is an amazing author, and that is a form of art, but I think more picture. I am blanking on people's names. Just, there's so many artists out there, local artists, and they're amazing. I love them. But when it comes to what is my favorite pagan artwork, I think it all kind of connects to all of us in different ways, and some artwork is going to connect to you at certain times, and it won't connect to you later, just because I think it's all part of where we are in our life experience. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that makes sense to someone other than myself. But yeah, I think when you come to look at artwork, you are attracted to what you should be attracted to at that time. Like, I think when you look at a painting and it speaks to you, 9 times out of 10, it has a message for you at that point. And that's kind of what resonates. Yeah. So I'll leave it there. Blessed be.